There we go. Emile, good morning.
Good morning, Reese.
You are my new swim coach.
Quite an early on Saturday, loving it.
Okay, Emile, this is my second official session with you today, and you've looked at my swim technique on the video analysis. What have you found, roughly?
I'll tell you a little bit about what I look for in the majority of swimmers, and that's effectively someone who has an appreciation that they're in a different medium and you're now in water, and you've got to be aware that you can't use strength as you would do in a lot of other sports. You have to start using a little bit more skill. In particular, what I look for in the skill is, number one, an awareness that they have to limit their drag. So trying to break down the amount of drag that you're creating is quite important. What I've seen in your stroke in particular is that your top end, very drag resistant, so you've got quite a good streamlined position from the waist upwards. From the bottom downwards, which we'll take a look at a little bit later on the video, you've got a little bit of drag being created by the legs because they're just not quite as tight as they should be. They're not quite as narrow and streamlined as what we want to see in a normal swimmer. So yeah, that's a good start already. In addition to that, you're also looking to try and get yourself kicking with the legs, but not so much so that you're propelling yourself down the pool. It's just enough to keep the body horizontal so you can maintain that streamlined position. But should we take a look at the video and see what we're finding here? I'm just going to put it on slow mode just so we can take a good look at it. Right, this is the top view of you swimming, obviously. What I'm looking for here is nice rotation in the body. That's the third point. Number one was drag. Number two was leg kick, trying to maintain a good, consistent leg kick without creating a great deal of drag. And number three is rotation. And what we've got here is good rotation. So as I said, you've got a good top part of the stroke working there for you. As you see, the arm comes just above the head there. What you're looking to do is try and get the shoulder directly above the head. So there you can get a little bit more rotation if you need to. When you watch yourself rotating on the other side, you'll see the shoulder coming a little bit further out, which is exactly what I'd be looking for. So your rotation on your left is slightly better. So there, that's a little bit higher already on the left-hand side. You'll get it a little further when you come to breathing. But so far, so good. Head position's nice in the water. You'd want the water to be just about on the crown, so roughly around about there. You don't want to have the head submerged, so you're looking down the bottom of the pool. You want to be looking forward, so you can see your direction of travel. And of course, if you're in a race conditions, you want to be able to see everybody around you as well. So looking down at the bottom as if you're a swimming pool swimmer is no longer any good for you. You want to be able to see vision forward, and that doesn't mean bringing your head up, so you're looking straight ahead. That means looking diagonally downwards, so you've got vision between flat horizon and vision between looking straight down. So somewhere diagonally downwards between the two, but also comfortable for the neck position, so you're not straining yourself. So far, I'm quite pleased with that, Reese. You'll be surprised to know.
Thank you much for that.
Considering you haven't been doing much swimming.
That right arm does have to, the shoulder I can see has to go around. That one was alright, that was good.
That was good, yeah.
In my breathing though, I can see my whole head, I lift my whole head up. And
yeah, you can keep the head a little bit lower than that, but still, that's better than I see on average.
Yeah.
And as I say, rotation is good. What you can see at the back end there are the legs doing a little bit of crazy kicking going on. So what we need to do is, as I said, start to tighten that up a little bit. But in general, quite pleased with that. As I said, you're looking at number one, trying to minimise your drag. Number two, trying to get the leg kick right so that it's not propelling you, but it's keeping horizontal. Number three, rotation. Number 4 point we'll be looking at is trying to get that stroke correct. So stroke length.
Yeah.
And trying to get a stroke count right as well. Stroke count is how many times you turn the arms over. So we're looking for not a quick stroke count. We're looking for a much longer stroke length and a lower stroke count, effectively. Let's take a look at what we see in the water. Give me a second as we go through this.
this is great, this shot.
A bit too much. Let's get back. Oh, too much still. Right, okay. Okay, underwater, what I'm looking for is a nice bit of rotation. In particular, I'm looking at the pathways under the water, how the hand moves through the water, whether it's directly underneath the shoulder and travelling all the way down through towards the legs, or what some people do, which is pull out too far or pull in too far. I'm also looking for an arm movement that is basically with a bent elbow. So you can see that sort of bent elbow position there. That's what I'll be looking for, as opposed to a straight arm pull down like that. Straight arm pull only serves to push you up in the water, which is good for survival because you want to breathe. But if you're an accomplished swimmer, you don't need to keep pushing yourself up to breathe. You can breathe just by rotating. So what I look for is people use that arm, instead of just pushing themselves up, they use it to push themselves forward. And the best way to do that is with a bent elbow. So I'm going to take a look and see what we can see.